Beloved Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen, the dignitaries that are in full support of Biafra nation, I greet all of you. Depends on your very location this time. I said from here, good evening, good night, good morning, and good afternoon. I welcome you to Biafra Universal TV. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that this is the time to remind Nigerian military terrorists of their previous activities against the Biafrans. I believe it is the time to reward them perfectly the way they dealt with Biafrans 1967-1970. I believe it is the time to remind Nigerian military and Nigerian government how they killed Biafrans. Over 4.5 million Biafrans with starvation, with humiliation, with ostracism, with disparity, with tribalism, with political marigenda, and etc. Beloved Biafrans, I'm here to inform you that it is time to show no mercy to the terrorist government of Nigeria and their security forces. And we have started this in Okigwe, and it is going to be a saga that must be settled by the determination and choice of Biafrans. I want to tell you that Biafrans have a choice in the matter. Biafrans are not forgotten. Biafrans cannot be outdated. Biafrans cannot expire. And Biafra remains inspiring. It's an inspiration. Biafra is an inspiration, deep inspiration. Biafra is a dream, a powerful dream, an unlimited dream that nobody can stop and nobody can put Biafrans on the armpit. Biafrans moves forward like an erosion that nobody can block erosion. It's an irresistible force. Biafra is beyond what you think that the Biafrans are. Biafrans' power and authority and inspirations, connections is unfathomable. Don't ever think wherever you are listening to me that you can figure Biafrans out to say 2 + 2 = 4. Don't ever imagine the degrading and dehumanizing, frustrating Biafrans anymore in this very 21st century. I'm telling you here now that the Biafrans you know in 1967 to 1970 are not the Biafrans you are seeing today in existence. But I know that we have Biafran Falanis in Biafra land, which very soon, as we move forward towards victory, all right, the chaff shall be separated from the wheat. I'm trying to inform you that not the Goko gesi ade. Ogologo okwu adịghị ka mgbede. Yes, somebody may ask me, why is it so that all these preparations of mine are on ground and Nigeria government with their terrorist militaries are destroying houses or stealing and looting people's properties in Okigwe? Let me tell you one primary thing you must know. And that primary thing is this: Biafrans are not terrorists. Biafrans are not criminals. Biafrans are not fraudsters. Are you getting what I'm saying? Biafrans are very famous And their ferocity has gone beyond the border to the extent of the whole world recognizing Biafra. And I can categorically tell you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have done what no man can be able to do, to draw the attention of over 80 billion people living on the planet Earth to Biafra issue. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have drawn the attention of over 80 billion population of people living in the whole universe to Biafra, marginalization. As Biafrans are being politically marigendered, so everybody now is talking about it. And I'm talking with evidence and living proof. So how do I mean? Even recently, what did the Canada say about Nigeria? Canada declared Nigeria APC government as a terrorist organization, if you don't know. So why do you think that you should go back? I am telling you the truth. So we cannot be involved in anything terrorism. We are whiter than snow. Our names and fames are all over the world. And Biafrans are being jealous because of their dynamic nature. In the whole African continent, Biafrans are the richest, endowed with dynamic wisdom, unfathomable skills, and they do what nobody can do on earth. They are special species that God have invented on earth for the help of mankind, for the liberation of mankind, for human salvation. And that is what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have been busy fighting for, to save people from untimely death, to save people from terrorist attack, to save people from early graves. And Nigeria government terrorists looked at him and tagged him a terrorist. Meanwhile, they released the terrorists. They are walking freely, committing all kinds of atrocities in the day, in the night, in the evening. And none of them have been arrested. None of them is prosecuted. None of them is jailed. And none of them is imprisoned. Rather, the APC government, we have heard it not from my mouth, but all of us were aware. But some of us were afraid to say the truth. It's not that they don't know the truth, but I have been telling you that the man you see in Asorok is devil incarnate, and there's no any evil you will look for, you will not find in his pockets. And now Canada have finally and fully declared APC government a terrorist group, terrorist organization in Nigeria, which is being headed by Alhaji Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. And this was why they barricaded the Nigerian security forces made up of military, DSS, police, custom, immigration, and politicians from entering Canada. They bound them from entering Canada. And that the same they bound them, is what we are applying now to bound all the terrorists of Nigeria government from entering Biafra land. It will not be tolerated by any of us or either of us. So what I'm telling you here now is nothing but the truth. The Okigwe must be restored, or Okigwe must be peaceful. Okigwe must be reanimated, rejuvenated, revalidated, and not one terrorist that will be found in Okigwe for any reason, no matter whatever the person may come with. He may pretend to be a pastor, a reverend father, a bishop. We don't need anything from terrorist country into Biafra land. And I'm telling you that carefully, they shall be removed in no distant time. You may say who is ranting. You may say who is making noise. Let's call it noise making. But you can use your ear and hear what have been going on. You can use your mouth and speak what you see, because they will not go the way they come. Recently, whatever they come with, we make sure that they didn't go with it. And we make sure that they themselves did not go, because it was a promise of certainty we made to them that if you are coming to kill Biafrans, just make sure that you will be killed. The land of Biafra will swallow you up, just like as Okigwe and Arondi Zog have swallowed the Nigerians, security, military, operatives, terrorists up recently or previously, just in 72 hours ago. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't be afraid of them because of their stature, because of their status, because of their financial, advancement. Those things does not mean anything, does not make any sense because of their ranks. So these ranks are useless ranks. A terrorist acquiring a rank. And how will you know that these are terrorists, not real soldiers? In war, in times of war, soldiers does not touch women, children, and terrorists, soldiers does not steal if it is war. But this is telling you that this is a purported attack, a purported issue, terrorist attack, carefully donated bomb to different places in order to make sure that the land of God, Biafra, is completely Fulanized and Islamized with high tension, just creating fear and shaking everywhere. But all the slaves in Igbo land that call themselves leaders of thought have nothing reasonable in their brain to offer their people. Igbos are being killed on daily basis. The politicians enjoy sucking Igbo people's blood. And these are the same Igbo politicians. And I'm here to say enough is enough. We are going to turn it here and there. And we are going to know who will stand. Because breeze, tornado is coming. Understand me? Wave is coming. That we will know those who will stand. Nigeria is going to turn a different thing in no distant time, because I'm telling you that this 21st century we are into it is not the century of joke. It's the century of seriousness. You must be seriously minded about your thought, your thinking, your movement, and what belongs to you. Biafrans, I'm telling you this very moment that this is the time for Biafra kingdom to be built. This is the time for Biafra nation to be completely separated from terrorist nation. I'm telling you that there's no any other opportunity we have except now. As they want to make Biafra land uncomfortable, I want to assure you that Biafra land shall not be a ground for, a battleground. So, but the battle will be in every part of Nigeria. The battle will reach every part of Nigeria without exception. So if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, they are thieves. they are robbers. Biafrans are not thieves. Thank you.